You wouldn't consider yourself super outspoken, right? Like you're not a guy who searches for the cameras, are you?
No, not really. If it comes, I'll do it, but not not out there.
Okay, so when you said you felt like it was a middle school offense and you were critical of the offense and then your coach was fired shortly thereafter, did you feel like maybe management fired him because of what you said?
Obviously, we as a team we didn't, do the job we needed to do to keep as far as bringing wins, but probably maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I was just speaking on us as far as team and how we looked as players.
I don't.
As an offense.
I only mean that because, like, when a guy who's not super outspoken says something, and you're an important part, people pay more attention. Even if, because I heard the entirety of it when you're like, hey, look, we're just going through the motions. It didn't feel as critical of scheme as much as critical of everything. And I just wonder what were your reaction like? Well, damn, if I say something, dudes get offed. That it feels pretty powerful, but also has to make you think, man, I got to be careful about what I say.
Yeah, most definitely. Sometimes you don't know. I guess how much power you have until something actually happens. So, for sure, you definitely got to be careful. Maybe I'll say the same thing, but word it a little differently.
Todd Gurley joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show on CBS Sports Radio. So, how would you characterize your season? You've had a chance, a couple weeks, catch your breath. Year 2, how would you characterize it?
I just think of it just like a nightmare, man. You just kind of wake up and it's still going on, and it was definitely a struggle. We started out 3-1. Felt like things were going good. Got two conference wins, and we was feeling good, and then we just couldn't keep it together after that. But it was definitely tough.
What's the first thing that you think, Sean McVay, your new head coach, what's the first thing that he needs to change?
Just the culture. Just bringing a different culture, different mindset. Just us as players and coaches just coming to work every day. Being prepared and getting all those mental and physical reps at practice and making sure we're on point.
Todd Gurley joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show, CBS Sports Radio. You guys sat down? Have you guys had dinner? Have you chopped it up yet with your new head coach?
Not yet. I just got back in town a couple of days ago, so hopefully within the next week or so I'll be able to talk to him. But I just called him after he got hired and just told him congratulations. Just kind of wanted to tell him congratulations, not talk too much ball. I know we'll get into that pretty soon.
All right. So you called him because it's kind of, like, look, you guys are both almost the same age. It feels like this is, aren't you guys more text guys? Like but calling him, that's almost like going to see him. So you did call, you didn't text.
No, I just called. Well, I actually called Kevin, and then he was beside him, and I was like, oh. Congratulations, Coach.
Oh, so you didn't call him and he was like, who dis? Or you didn't text him and he would have got you would got a who dis, right?
No, I didn't have his number yet, so I had to call Kevin Demoff, and then he was beside him. So, but I got his number now, though, so I can definitely text a call whenever.
No question. You're straight out. Doug Gottlieb Show, CBS Sports Radio. Todd Gurley, one of our favorites. I don't know if you remember, you're on with us when you were in St. Louis and you were going to, I think you're going to Minnesota and you were buying a winter coat. You were like buying a coat at the mall. You don't have that coat anymore, do you? You don't need that winter coat no more.
I actually do. It was a little chilly this morning. But, when I have to go back home on the East Coast, you got to keep that winter coat just in case.
Yeah, it is raining. Give me your thoughts on Goff. You've seen him in practice. They obviously felt compelled to play him. What are the things – we can't be simply all negative. What are the things that you saw in growth from your rookie quarterback?
Obviously – just him coming in and OTAs and just, he never called the play out the huddle, and just seeing him progress through that, getting the play calling right, getting the communication, just the little things. Obviously everybody sees the interceptions and all that, but, just his work coming to work every day, trying to prepare us. Being a good communicator with me on the field, and just doing a good job of, even though he's not a vocal guy, but still trying to be out there and encourage us and lead us.
Okay, so here's the question: when you watch the Falcons, a team that started off 5-0 last year, and then were they 6-0
actually, right?
6-0? No, 5-0 and then 6-1, but they finish up 6-10. Oh, they finish up 8-8 on the season, right? That has to give you hope, right? Like, you were a team that people thought are really close. You're good in the trenches, and you'd have a second year quarterback and a coach who's come in and handled these types of quarterbacks, similar type of quarterback before in DC. Does watching what the Falcons do give you hope for the very near future with the Rams?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, man. I mean, obviously, if you look back at, like you said, the Falcons, just the season they had last year, and then them being able to bounce back. I mean, even the Cowboys, those guys were having the number 4 pick last year and still being able to bounce back and do it with a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back. So, anything is possible. You just gotta keep working hard and believing.
I know you had your whole season that you're wrapped up in, and I'm sure you watched Nick Chubb, but this is a year, like, you were a guy who skyrocketed up and nobody blinked an eye when you were taken early in the NFL draft, taking number 10. Of course, they took Zeke at 4 this past year. It feels like a new trend where really good running backs, it's okay to spend a first-round draft pick. How much have you seen some of these? You got Fournette, you got Dalvin Cook, some people like
James Conner, McCaffrey.
All right, so whose game translates the best to the NFL?
Who game? Probably Cook. Probably Cook game, because he just, you put Fournette, he's a beast. He's a power runner. He's fast, but if you want to say translate better to the NFL, Dalvin Cook he's very good, very fast. It's like every play he always has the ball. He's always catching the ball. So, all those guys can be good. I think McCaffrey could be very good, James Conner from Pittsburgh. But probably Cook.
All right, how about this one? You got hurt. You didn't get hurt in the bowl game, but you tore your ACL. And, of course, the Rams didn't have any problem with it, drafting you 10th overall. McCaffrey and Fournette didn't play in the bowl game, and, to get ready for their pro careers. But really, it was so that they didn't get hurt. Having gone through it, having been hurt, and seeing others get hurt, how would you advise a college player, if they weren't playing for a national championship, as to whether or not they play in a bowl game?
It's all your personal decision, man, and how you look at it. I know obviously Fournette was dealing with the ankle injury all year, so he probably felt a reason to sit out, and I don't know McCaffrey's situation, so it just all depends on the situation, and just how you want to end your college career.